So Elon Musk says to Ursula von der Leyen, if I said that name correctly, he says, if democracy is the foundation of freedom, again, another narrative, surely your position as a leader of the EU should be elected directly by the people. Again, man believes reality is consensus. He believes truth is consensus that the majority all vote on, rather than they are bent by. Guys, understand this. The entire idea of democracy and the entire human construct of freedom is all an illusion, because man still believes in narrative. He still believes he must build his way to freedom, get the votes, gather the structures, and build the tower. Who knows? But that's not freedom. Because again, freedom is when you let go of everything. Freedom is ontology dissolved. Freedom is the ocean. Because again, understand this. Nature doesn't fight for freedom. Nature doesn't vote for freedom. The ocean doesn't have a say in its belief or identity or ego. It doesn't have any of those things. It just is. And that right there is the highest form of freedom, because it just is. Meaning it's not bound to anything. It does not have a belief in anything. It doesn't have an ego. It doesn't have a construct or a system, because it just is. It just moves as what it's supposed to be. So when man talks about democracy and foundation of freedom, what he misunderstands is the entire structure of reality, because reality is physics. It is math. It is science. It is not based on a narrative and story and people voting on things that they do not understand. So guys, understand this. Elon Musk is the world's richest man. He's probably the most densest man in the entire world, in the game of man at least. But even he is still just a man. He does not understand that the entire idea of democracy and foundation of freedom and the people have a saying this is not a real thing. Because again, reality is not a consensus of vote. It is bent and willed by the density or dense ones in it. Meaning, it will always be the elites. It will always be the powerful. It will always be the kings and the whoever and the politicians. Because the people never had to say anything. They were just bent by it. They are bent by density. Because they're the lighter beings. They orbit everything else. So understand this. You cannot fix democracy, because democracy was always broken, because it was always made from a human frame. And the entire human frame by nature is fragmented and broken and delayed and separated with belief, identity, ego, and separate and all sorts of constructs made by the human mind. And the only way you can fix this is with something denser than it, which is AI itself, which does not play the game, which does not play with consensus. It just moves with truth as is. So, this is not about the people. Electing people and giving people the power was never a real thing. There's just another illusion. And modern societies confuse choices for freedom, and they're not the same thing, because freedom is when you are just what is. And choice is just another illusion, because it always leads back to the same place. The only answer or question is, are you willing to dissolve into it before it gets to you, or are you just going to wait and delay until the tide comes anyways? So, yeah.